Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about healing, but before we do, hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path. And if you want to know more about Wicca and witchcraft and craft your Wiccan path, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you want to learn Wicca in a group of like-minded people so that you can feel more connected to yourself, to nature, to magic, and feel more empowered in your life, and be part of a community, which is one of the most important things right now. Do have a look at the Mystery Witch School Academy. It's a 12-month course that gets you practicing the craft rather than just reading about it. You'll know exactly where to start and how to keep going along the path. The link is in the description field below this video. Witches are into healing. So many of us are healers, professional healers, and also just healers within our own circles of friends and family. It's a big part of the craft because healing is a big part of life, where we're having to heal not just physical ailments, but also healing emotional traumas as well. So healing is a big part of life. Now, in this video, I am suggesting that you use these healing methods in conjunction with the recommended healing that you may be experiencing from a professional practitioner. So these are just tools that you can use to help you alongside something that you may already be doing with a professional. So I just want to make that disclaimer because legally I have to. But these are wonderful tools that you can use to help you if you are already on some sort of conventional healing treatment anyway. And there's 3 of them that I'm going to talk about. So the first one is hands-on healing. If you've got Reiki attunement, that is like a hands-on treatment method. With Reiki, it is a particular attunement that you get working with a Reiki master. They actually help open up various channels and they're working with energy. So when you are attuned to Reiki, then you would be a Reiki practitioner. But if you're wanting to use the energy without having the Reiki attunements, you can still work with that universal energy or chi. It's just a matter of you having to learn to do it yourself. And it is something that you need to practice, because what you're doing with hands-on healing is you need to be channeling the healing energy. You don't want to be using your own energy. And this can be a trap that people often fall into, especially at the beginning, because you feel that you're putting healing energy into either yourself or to somebody that you may be doing healing on, but you're actually using your own energy, and then you'll end up depleted. And you don't want that. You need to make sure that you have your energy first, because you can't be healing people if you yourself don't have the energy. It's just not going to work. So you have to learn how to channel energy into your body in the first place, and make sure that you keep your body energized at the same time. So that means that after you've done a healing, you're also going to need to do some energy work on yourself. Energy work is something that I teach right from the very beginning in the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy, because everything that we do is energy. The magic is energy, the healing is energy. It's all energy because we're energy. And the world we live in is energy. It's not this solid thing that we think it is. It's all vibrating energy patterns and frequencies. So it's a very different world when we don't have the perception of the brain to be able to turn it into what we see. And healing allows us to be able to tap into that energy. So you need to learn how to absorb that energy into yourself. So that can be working from drawing it up through your spine, up through the ground, the energy coming in through the crown of your head, and then being able to channel that energy down through the palms of your hand and out, and focusing on that energy going out the palms of your hand onto either your own body if you're healing yourself, or onto the person that you're offering the healing for. Now, when you're doing healing this way, you need to make sure that your mind and your heart are clear too. You need to make sure that what you're experiencing within yourself is something that is harmonious and high vibe. So you need to make sure you've got a high vibe to heal. So you need to keep yourself emotionally well, and physically well, and mentally well as well. So it's as much about healing yourself as it is about healing the other person. And that's why I say it takes practice before you actually start doing it, because what you're thinking and experiencing within your own body while you're healing somebody is going to have an effect energetically on that person. So you want to make sure that you really are sending the healing energy out there. And there's many places you can learn to do hands-on healing. So I'm just giving it out there as an example of the type of a healing that you may want to explore. Another aspect or way that Wiccans do healing is through using that same energy, but actually channeling it through like a crystal wand or a crystal point, or some sort of crystal energy, depending on how it comes, what form it comes in. Really is, I guess, a video for another time. And what you're doing is you're using the vibration and the frequency of whatever crystal that you're working with, because they're attuned to different vibratory fields. And you're channeling that energy of the crystal into a particular area of the body, if it's a physical healing, or within the whole, the energy field of a person, if it's more of an emotional or mental type of healing. Again, you have to make sure that when you're channeling the energy that you are not using your own energy, that again, it's coming in from the universal energy. So you still need to be able to draw that energy from the universe. So you still need to have that experience. But what you can do with the crystal energy is that it can just help sometimes take some of that load off you, and you're using the energy of the crystal as well. So it's a very, crystals have a very strong energy that is very specific. So you need to know your crystals, of course. And you need to also have an understanding of what that energy feels like within your own body. Because if you're holding the crystal yourself, you're going to also be tuning into the energy of the crystal at the same time as you're doing that, say, for another person. But that is another wonderful and fun way to work with using healing energy. Another way that we work with healing is through spell work. Now, while spells aren't the answer to everything, they can be helpful in the healing process. So if you're healing an ailment with a spell, you will need to probably do that spell quite a number of times. So maybe a few times a week, maybe 3 times a week, repeating the same spell in order to put the healing out there if you're healing either yourself or another person until that person is healed. So it's going to be something that you would have to commit to over a long period of time, depending on what the ailment is. And what that spell can do is, it can help that person energetically start to heal themselves, because all healing is about us healing ourselves. So even if you're channeling chi energy into another person or into the crystal, the person who is receiving the energy, whether it's yourself or someone else, they're the one that actually does the healing, and they're the one that makes the decision as to whether they get healed or not. You can be a wonderful healer, but you can't force healing onto someone. They have to really want to be healed, and they have to be in the position where they can be healed. And so that's another thing, another aspect of healing too that we won't go into because it's more complicated. But your spell work for that person can either help set them into their own healing process. It could help bring the right people to that person. So maybe that person needs to see a particular specialist or a particular practitioner that would really help them. And so the magic can actually help draw those 2 people together. And the magic can also bring the resources that that person may also need for their healing to that person. You may need money to help with the healing. You may need other things to help with the healing, depending on what it is. And so the magic can help draw all of those things together. So a spell, while it isn't necessarily going to totally heal a one-off spell, a one-off spell can actually help you bring the resources to you. So don't think that magic doesn't play a part in this. You can still do your hands-on healing, do your crystal healing, and do a spell as well to help address the situation from various different angles. So they're just 3 of the different methods that you can use to help you with your healing work. As I said at the beginning, it's something you need to practice, it's something you do need to learn, and you as the healer really needs to be healing yourself, and you need to be really attuned to yourself and how you feel, especially when you're in the moment of healing, because that is really, really important. Talking about healing, every Saturday morning, that's Brisbane, Australia time, I do a Facebook Live, and from now until whenever we feel we need to change, we're going to be doing I do a Facebook Live anyway on various different topics. But at the end of the Facebook Lives, I'm going to be doing like a group healing session. And this is to send healing out into the world, because right now I think we really need to raise the vibe and to bring healing to humanity and to the planet, because we're really struggling right now. There's a lot that has been going on, and we need to raise the vibe to help ourselves as well as to help the planet. So if you want to get involved with that, if you're not already on my mailing list, you can sign up to my newsletter, which the link to that is in the description field below this video. Or you just jump over to my Facebook page, which is also in the description field below this video, and like and follow the page, and you should get the notifications for when the Facebook Lives are all happening. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.